Now we move on to a story here, and I want to go through all of this so you guys understand how this affects you, the macro, because look, Russia, Ukraine, regardless of where you line up on what the United States should do, if they should be involved at all, I don't think so. I certainly don't want to see us go to war. I think it's completely reasonable. I think, as a matter of fact, I'd think less of you if you weren't empathetic to the people whose lives are being lost in Ukraine. Of course your heart breaks. That being said, it's one corrupt crap hole fighting another more aggressive corrupt crap hole. That's my opinion on it. But that's irrelevant to this discussion. Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way. Let's start off with this. You may know that Jen Psaki met with influencers, TikTokers, to give them talking points regarding the Russia-Ukraine narrative. And this is not the first time they've done it. And there's, of course, some subtext there that they decided to meet with TikTokers on a platform run by the Communist Chinese Party. So they feel safe. In other words, they feel safe. The White House feels safe enough in handing out the talking points to people, these influencers, that they may offend Russia, but not those in power in China. So that should tell you what kind of a risk they're willing to take here and who they're in bed with. Now, here is, for those who don't believe me, again, all references available at louderwithcrowder.com. Here are a few clips of these TikTokers repeating the points given to them, admittedly, from the White House.
So I just got off of a Zoom call with the White House about the situation in Ukraine. A number of other content creators on social media and myself were invited to this event, which was on background, meaning that we couldn't record or take pictures, but we can discuss what we learned from it.
Second, Russian troops are not happy with their own invasion, and it's really impacting Russia's ability to make progress in this war. Third, Russia is not going to win in Ukraine.
He's a star, folks.
I had the opportunity to ask the White House why gas down the street is $7, and here's what they said.
I'm glad to see they place emphasis on authoritative sources.
When use goes up, price goes up.
Let's get an ass model to talk about this.
Ukraine and Russia, so how does that relate? Russia is one of the top 3 producers of oil, and it is actually their #1 revenue source. Now, with Putin starting this horrific fight between Ukraine and Russia, nobody wants to work with him and do international trade.
So these are the people that the White House chose to meet with. Now, again, what's really important is we'll get to The View and what happens with legacy media, but this just shows you how low their standard is. Remember, they've always said it's about authoritative sources. Yours truly has been suspended from YouTube for quoting the CDC.
My bad.
They've said, well, hold on, you can't take anything from Louder with Crowder because it's not an authoritative source. No, but all the references that we provide every single day are. We don't even provide conservative references. It's either from a neutral source, if it's a scientific paper or a journal, or from a left-leaning source. We just use Washington Post or Huffington Post or New York Times, just so you know that we're not the only ones saying it. So let's throw that out. The left doesn't care, and certainly this White House doesn't actually care about authoritative sources or accurate information. Do you know how I know? Hey, what do you got? You want to ask me? Do you know how I know?
How do you know?
Because here are some of the other videos from these TikTokers.
Did white Americans make clothes from the skins of black people? Welcome to episode 9 of Hidden History, which is the cover parts of American history. On March 17th, 1888 article
we can tell him yes, right?
A doctor wearing shoes made from the skin of Negroes. It says that the doctor had no sentiment about the matter and that he felt he shouldn't be described as acting to racial prejudice because he wasn't from the South and he had fought to free black people in the Civil War.
Wow, a hot girl who's terrible at dancing.
Yeah, I know.
That's who you chose?
Can I take this opportunity to, this is a public service announcement, no more mom jeans. It's not flattering to anybody. I get that you think they're ironic. You look stupid.
SNL did the best. Like, it was like
with Tina Fey.
Yeah. It was so funny.
But now it's in style.
Yeah, where Chris Parnell is just like looking at his wife, disgusted. Yeah, they're not funny. They're not ironic. They're not. Just stop.
Yeah, that's a very, very attractive girl who can't even dance. Look, if you're very, very attractive and you just want to cut your detractors off at the pass, get good at something. Just learn how to do one dance well. Yeah. She can't even do that.
You could
But the White House has her on speed dial.
Like, this is the person we want communicating to everybody. Look, I get people.
I suggest being a mime. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just would appreciate it because she would not talk, and it's a skill.
Yes.
It is a skill. We had a mime in the other day. It is a skill.
Yeah. We would have preferred her to be in here.
Well, it would have been better. We probably would have had better guesses.
Yes.
Thing. But you're telling me the guy that's this is the next episode. We just talked to the White House, and then the guy that's like 4 on my list.
Right.
Really, these are the people that we're trusting for our news.
Yeah, the star of Asperger's Nightly, who's
Yeah.
just like, and number 5.
And number 3, Battlestar Galactica. Now,
number 6.
Goodness.
My virginity. Still intact.
Still intact.
The closet door opens. You just see someone fall through with a ball gag. Stop, I have to cut.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.